Robert, recent polls are saying that Mamdani is losing his grip on the lead here, and Cuomo is catching up. I also explained on another program that I host that there is a path to victory for Curtis Sliwa. Let's put that part
Yay.
aside. What do you make of these recent polls that are saying Mamdani is losing power? When all these things are coming out, he lied about his what was it? His aunt on after September 11th with the whole the fake fear thing. He palled around with people who were co-conspirators of the 9/11 attacks. These things are coming out, and we're seeing subsequently, and it was slowly but surely, these polls are coming down for him. I'm not one to always believe polls, though, Robert. So let's see. What do you think about this?
Actually, I think Cuomo's got a real good chance of winning, and that's because of two things. One is the Orthodox Jews in New York generally do not respond to polls. And so they are just not counted in the polling results, which means that it's always not as bad as it looks because they are certain to be opposing Mamdani. And so Cuomo has more support than it looks as if he has. Also, the more Mamdani talks, the less appealing he seems. He's been marketed as Obama, the new Obama, the bright, young, appealing immigrant, Muslim, socialist. He's going to give us everything we want, and we're not going to have to pay a dime. And the more he talks, the more obvious it shows that that's a shell game, that it's false. He's going to raise taxes to these prohibitive levels such that New Yorkers are essentially going to be wards of the state if he gets away with it and not have any money, disposable income whatsoever. And he's going to, and he is increasingly hateful and dishonest. And so, yeah, this is going to continue. Whether it will continue enough to actually result in his defeat is not certain, of course, but it well could. And he just needs to keep talking, and fewer people will vote for him.
There's another demographic or psychographic, if you will, that doesn't respond to polls. These are people like us who are busy. When we see a pollster or a number we don't know, we on the caller ID, we just ignore it. If we pick up the phone and say, "I'm taking a poll," nope, click, that's it. There's a whole bunch of us. That's who voted for Donald Trump in 2016, 2020, and 2024. That is what we're going to see in 2026. I do believe that particular faction could put some votes in for Cuomo and many for Sliwa, which offers Sliwa a chance for victory or a path to victory only if the Democrat vote is split right down the middle. And I'm saying he does have a path to victory because, well, here's what I have. I have Curtis Sliwa got 27% of the vote against Eric Adams. That beats his 24% of the vote when nobody bothered campaigning for him or helping him out with as far as the Republicans are concerned. In the what was it 20? No, it was that was compared to Meliatakis not getting a lot of votes in 2017, and Ray Loda's absolutely pathetic showing of less than 25% in 2013. The Republicans in New York City have been dead. They have done nothing. They're partially to blame for the rise of socialism in New York because they never put up a fight anymore. If somebody last minute decided to put some advertising into Sliwa, there's a chance for his victory. On the other hand, what are you seeing here?
30% of the vote he could get.
Yeah.
That's better than 27 that he got last time or against Adams. Right. So 30% of the vote, that leaves 70 for the other two. That's one of them's going to get 36 and the other 34. And
right,
he's going to be mayor. I just don't see it. Maybe
there's a puncher's chance.
30, but I think 30 is generous already. He
has a puncher's chance.
There are a lot of people who are going to vote for him because they're afraid of Mamdani, and that's fine. That's great. I'm all for it. I hope he becomes mayor. It's just I don't see it adding up. Maybe we'll see.
It's a slim chance. It's a slim chance, but there has to be
enough. Get out of the race.
No, Sliwa should not get out of the race.
He's not dropping out. Curtis is not dropping out. That's for sure.
Right. I'm not happy.
That's for sure. He's not dropping out.
I'm not happy with John Catsimatidis and the people at ABC trying to push him out of the race too. This is the guy who was probably the best choice of the three to become mayor. Let's just say, if Zohran Mamdani's polls weren't or his reach wasn't going down, well, let's put it this way: if we see a 33-33 split, or let's say a 30-30 split when it comes to the voting for Mamdani and Cuomo, that's it. Sliwa could sneak in with a 35% of the vote if, in fact, enough people who weren't voting over the last many years decide to get up and vote for him. That's a possibility too. But again, Robert, you're right. It's a very slim chance, but there is a path to victory, a puncher's chance to victory, if you will.
Well, the thing is, I just don't see him making any positive campaign. Maybe I'm missing it, but it seems like he and Mamdani in the debates attacked Cuomo, and it was so one-sided from Sliwa that people were asking him, "What are you doing? Why aren't you attacking Mamdani?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to get Mamdani elected here?" And Cuomo's an easy target. There's no doubt about it. But Sliwa ought to recognize the danger that Mamdani poses.
Well, here's an issue. When Nicole Maliotakis ran, I'm going to go back to this because her office was next to a place that I was producing a radio show. I saw her as a good candidate. The problem is the Republicans never put real money behind her. They didn't give her anybody to coach her when it came to debating de Blasio when she was viciously slaughtered by de Blasio. They didn't put any resources behind it. The Republicans in New York City have all but rolled over and died. Had they fought over the last couple of elections, we might have seen a possibility for a Republican victory with a split Democrat vote. But again, I lay this all on the feet of the city Republicans if Mamdani wins.
I'd agree. Republicans have not been fighting anywhere.
So let's go to your book again, because this is fascinating. Watching the rise of Zohran Mamdani from just a niche politician, somebody who was kind of an afterthought for a long time. This guy, and I think it should be reiterated more than once. And by the way, the book is Intifada on the Hudson, the selling of Zohran Mamdani. This guy has a plethora of out-of-city money behind him.
Oh yeah, big Soros.
And that's illegal.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
It's only
It's
illegal
not?
if you have a leftist Justice Department prosecuting patriots for it. It's not illegal if a leftist does it. In any case, he's got lots of the Open Society Foundation, the Council on American Islamic Relations, and others. They've funneled big money into his campaign. They really want this. They've propped him up. He was nobody, really, as the book shows. The guy's got the thinnest resume you can imagine. If I were his parents, I would think, well, I'm glad you're actually trying to get a real job now because you're 34 and it's the first time.
Yes. Yeah, really, what a pampered little princess this guy is.
Be a rapper. I mean, he's got multimillionaire parents. He lived a life of privilege. He tried to be a rapper and that failed. And his rap was all about how Muslims are victims in New York, and his aunt got harassed on the train, by the way. He didn't just start saying this recently. He's been saying this for years. And then he became a manager of several failed socialist campaigns. He worked in some leftist local grassroots advocacy groups or AstroTurf advocacy groups. And that was it. That's all he's done. And then he was a New York State Assemblyman for the last 4 years. He hardly did anything there, as Cuomo has pointed out more than once.
Right, he did nothing.
So the guy's never done anything, and that also raises the question: who is he really going to be the mayor, or are there far left shadowy figures who are going to be running things while he's the front man?
Robert, some moron videoed this guy yammering on about whatever kind of injustice he decided to make up, and that's how he became sort of famous during that Lorena McIver moment, I guess you will. She was probably thinking, "This is my moment. I can run for governor of New Jersey after all this." Now nobody cares about her, and everybody's paying attention to Mamdani. Look, he's handsome. He is this Sadiq Khan light of New York, or maybe even Sadiq Khan worse. The fact is, he is going to pull the silver tongue on the left. I would like to ask you, though, if different from Mamdani and his Islamism, and the young people there who seem to be fairly well off, or they would be in other places, are falling for this brand of socialism for some reason. What do you think is enticing a lot of the Gen Z and millennial vote towards Mamdani?
Well, they're told that socialism is the best system.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been told that in the schools, in the colleges and universities for decades now. And the left's long march through the institutions has made it such that they come out of there thinking, oh, socialist, oh, that's good. We need to get rid of this evil capitalism. All their professors are socialists, and they haven't been taught about the gulags and all that. And so they hear this guy's a socialist and they think, great. So in a certain way, Mamdani is the result of decades of indoctrination, and he is the fruit of it. That this is the kind of person that half of the electorate or more idolizes. That he's not white, he's not American, he's not Christian, he's not a capitalist. He is against all those things, and that's just what the left loves.
Thank you for watching this S-Files with Tony Shaffer, a live stream clip. I'm Chris Cordani. Check out the whole live stream on our channel, The Sentinel Files. And for more exclusive content, subscribe to Tony on X at T_S_P_O_O_K_Y. That's T Spooky at T Spooky on X. And of course, you can find even more exclusive content with his Sentinel Circle. You can check that out at ColonelTonyShaffer.com. That's ColonelTonyShaffer.com.